Are attorney billboards worth it? Today we're going to settle an age-old debate that people love attacking me in the comments over, if billboards are worth the money if you're a law firm. So I've got a bunch of information here. We're going to run through data, not just opinion, although we do work with hundreds of law firms, so we have access to first-party data too. So take it from someone who's worked with hundreds of law firms over the past decade, everything from out-of-home to digital. We know exactly how to generate leads. We know it works. This is a completely unbiased opinion on billboards. So let's start with the pros of billboards. So this is what everyone always points to: brand awareness, trust and building, right? So there's kind of the ego factor in here too, which is like you see your name in the face on the billboard and it kind of ups the level of importance a little bit, but it does lend to, and we have data that shows that if you run a lot of billboards in TV and radio for a long time, it impacts your branded search. Your branded search is how many times people are going to Google and searching for your brand's law firm. So we see a direct correlation with a lot of billboards, right? $100,000 a month and more of billboards and radio and TV in high branded search. That means that people do call the name and they're going to Google to search for you to either find out more or to convert. So it is a big thing here. Now, I do want to push back though a little bit on the brand awareness and this top of mind awareness that that's the number one thing when I talk to a lawyer who's doing a lot of billboards. And again, I support billboards if you have the money to do it for sure. But it's this concept of top of mind awareness. And maybe I'm biased because I live in Miami. And when I drive down I-95, I see 150 billboards for personal injury lawyers. And I can't remember a single number, a single catch line, a single website, messaging, nothing. I don't remember any of them. So, again, if you've been doing them long enough, if you spent enough money on them over a long period of time, people point to Morgan & Morgan, sure, but you're not Morgan & Morgan, so let's be real here. 2 is the ability to target local audience, so specific geos, highways, radio stations, specific demographics like that. Again, it's still a little bit of a spray and pray approach, despite what that ad salesman is telling you. You don't know who's driving by per se. You just kind of know aggregate numbers. 24/7 advertising. They're always up, they're always on. Whether somebody's driving at 4 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon, your billboard is still there. And they complement other marketing efforts. I really do believe in this, right? That you need to build an ecosystem for your law firm. It's not one or the other. It's 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, it's all these things in aggregate. So I do think they're an important part of the journey in terms of the overall ecosystem. Now, what are some of the cons of billboards? So high costs with uncertain ROI, they're expensive. I don't need to tell you how expensive they are. If you're running billboards, you know how expensive they are. They're bad at generating leads. This is something that, again, I get a lot of pushback on, that billboards are not lead generation tools. They're maybe branding tools, which I'm gonna push back even more on. But if you're really looking at data and being honest with yourself, and you look at if you're spending $10,000 a month on a billboard, number one, you're probably not tracking it, right? But there's ways that we can track it, microsites, different phone numbers, et cetera, that we can actually track the impact of the billboards and from a lead generation point of view. But other channels are just proven, PPC is just gonna generate more leads for you and more cases for you, just point blank. So, they do have the added benefit of the trust building, and that's what people always fall back on, right? And then, of course, a lack of targeting. People always fall back on, they push back on, they're yeah, okay, but the brand and the top of mind. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get to that. So if we're being honest and we actually look at the numbers, they're not good. They're just not. And so 2025 monthly rates for premium locations, highway billboards. Again, I'm in South Florida, so a lot of this data is coming from here. $8,000, $15,000 a month. Downtown, digital, production costs, all these things go into it, plus the long contract length. Some of them are monthly contracts, but you're gonna pay a premium for that. So you're looking at $10,000 a month for what, right? So when we look into the numbers behind how these things perform in terms of recall rates, in terms of how much people see them, average billboard viewing time, 1 second, percentage of drivers who notice, 33%, who recall the message, 17%, who remember the call to action, 2%, who take action, significantly less than 1%. Now again, these numbers taken for what they are, they're not 100% accurate, but I always just put this back on myself. I have a car, I'm a consumer. How many billboards do I see and pay attention to and actually recall? Do I see them? Sometimes, yeah, I see them, but it's kind of if you talk to my wife, do I hear her or am I just listening to her? It's the same thing, right? We're very distracted. We have a lot of stuff going on. People see them. They saw your billboard, but Is it doing anything? Is it actually sticking in their brain? So if we kind of break this down, right, for a $15,000 a month billboard, 100,000 monthly impressions, 43,000 actual views, 27,000 actual recalls, 11,000 just kind of going through. Might need a lawyer, take action, actually become leads 2 to 3. Now again, of course, you might be saying, duh, Ryan, like these things are for top of mind. It's for brand building. This is how legal brands are built through billboards, right? All the time. I have an ad that runs, just for context. I've been running this for a while. I love trolling you people. Like you guys just make it too easy for me. I have an ad that picks on billboards, and like so many of you, like just get your panties in a bunch about it. First of all, guys, it's an ad. It's social media. Don't take it too seriously. Number two, your head is in the sand here. It really is. Like wake up. It's 2025. All right. Like people are not paying attention. This is what's happening. What are most people doing? This is scary, right? This is why there's so many car accidents. Why you're in business. They're driving down the road. There's your big billboard. What are people doing? Staring at their phones. People are living on their phones. They're spending an inordinate amount of time on their phones. As a father, how do I feel about it? Awful. I'm not bullish about the future of humanity. But from a business point of view, it's an opportunity for you, right? Like when we talk about branding and top of mind awareness, you should be spending much more money on social media. So if we go back to these numbers here, right? $15,000 a month on a billboard for 100,000 monthly impressions. If you were to take this and put $15,000 a month on Instagram ads, you're gonna get probably 30 times the number of impressions. And that all trickles down here too, because people are actually seeing it, people are actually recalling it, people are actually taking action and becoming leads. How do I know this? One, we run millions of dollars of Facebook ads for our clients, so we have the data. Two, the app tracks it. We can actually see it. Unlike a billboard, you're talking to some sleazy ad salesman who's like, yeah, like, based on the latest study commissioned by us, by the way, we're estimating 100,000 people are driving by, and based on recall rates, like they're just selling you something, guys. Like, why not put your money into something that you can actually track? So again, I'm not saying that like billboards are a complete waste of money. I think a time and a place, absolutely. If you've already squeezed the juice out of paid search, out of SEO, out of social media, yeah, absolutely. Go nuts. Go put them up there. It's kind of the last frontier. But too many of you are leading with this, and you're neglecting these other things. And then you do put a little bit of money into digital, and you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Like the agency sucks. They lied to us. They're all awful. And I'm like, dude, you've been spending $100,000 a month on billboards the last 5 years, and gotten what from it? And now, like after 3 months of digital marketing, you think. And you also spend an inordinate amount of time here, and like, just wake up, guys. Like it's 2025, this is where people are spending their time. Everything in marketing and advertising is attention arbitrage. That means we're paying for people's attention. And the more people are spending on these, and the more data that we have, the better that attention is. So again, if I were you, what would I do? I would take a month of billboard spend and put it on Facebook and Instagram ads, and watch how it transforms your business. One, you're gonna generate actual leads. Two, this concept of top of mind awareness is happening, and brands are happening on Instagram. I see it all the time. We literally see it happening in front of our eyes. These lawyers that so many of you are like, they're not real lawyers, they're just marketers, and they're using Instagram to do that. Like people come to us all the time, they're like, what is this person doing? Like, I've been in business for 15 years, they've been in business for 2, and like, everyone's going to them. Like, yeah, they're using social media. Like, they're spending their time where people are actually hanging out. So it's time to modernize your law firm, guys. Like, again, I'm not here to demonize billboards too much. I'm here to pump up other channels because the cost is so much lower. So if you need help with this stuff, we run millions of dollars of Facebook ad campaigns for our law firm clients, and we can do the same for you. And I can show you what your ads would look like. I can show you the impact of these ads that have had on your competitors and how many leads they're getting, and how we're helping them build long-term equity into their law firm's brand. So hit the link below. It'll take you directly to my calendar. We can have a talk about your law firm, your marketing, your advertising, and how maybe we can pry a little bit of money out of your billboards and put it into something that's actually going to make you money. Hit the link below. Talk soon. Hey, Ryan here. Hope you liked that video. If you want more, check out these 2 videos right here on this screen.